Good evening, everyone. Uh, Myself, I'm Basuraj Chogla. Today, we will start the module 1. Already, we have started the module 1. We'll just revise some points here, then we'll go to the next topics. Okay. Module 1 is about semiconductor diodes and its applications. Okay. Now, in this topics, what we are studying is PN junction diode, its equivalent circuits, then Zener diode as a regulator, then rectification of the diode application, rectification, half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier, bridge rectifier, and capacitor filter for the rectifier circuits. As well as we will see the photodiode, LED, photocoupler. Okay, and photocoupler is made up of both photodiode and LED combining. Okay, 7805 fixed IC voltage regulator. Then before starting the diode, what are the different electrical based on electrical properties materials classified as three types. Okay, there are three types of materials: conductor, insulator, and semiconductor. Conductor, it provides the good electrical conductivity. It will not oppose the electric current flow through it. It has very low resistance, you can say. Insulator has high resistance to the electricity conductivity of the electrical current. It will not allow the current to flow through it. Semiconductor has both the properties, conductor as well as insulator. Whenever it is on state, or you can say forward bias state, it is a on and it acts as a conductor. When it is a off state, or you can say whenever it is a reverse biased, it acts as an insulator. Okay, semiconductors are classified into two types: intrinsic and the extrinsic semiconductor. Intrinsic semiconductor is a pure semiconductor. Extrinsic semiconductor is pure impurities added to that. That is called doping. And extrinsic semiconductors are of two types: N type and the P type semiconductors. In the N type semiconductor, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, these pentavalent impurities are added, so that electrons are more in that, or the majority charge carriers are electrons in that, freely moving in that. P type material, here trivalent impurities added to the atom, such as aluminium, bronze. Okay, and here holes are the majority charge carriers, and they are the freely moving. Okay. Now next is using P and N type material. When you bring into the near to the junction, it creates a PN junction. And PN junction diode, why they said it is a two electrode or two terminal device? It is called dielectrode. Okay, that is a diode, and it has one side anode, another side it is a cathode. Okay, P side it is a positive, it is considered terminal, and it is anode. Negative N type or the N side material, it is negative, and the cathode it is considered. Current flow is a one-way direction, and diode is used as a switch whenever it is forward biased, and whenever it is off, it is considered as a reverse bias. Now then, what is a biasing? Okay, before going to that, you can see that here electrons are there in the N type material, and holes are majority charge carriers in the P type material. They start attracting each other when they brought to the junction, near to the junction, and then electrons start crossing the junction, and hole starts crossing the junction here, and they form a depletion layer here. They form a polarity or the barrier voltage, barrier potential, that will be formed here. Okay, now therefore we can see next depletion region and the junction barrier voltage. Because of this movement of the electrons and holes crossing the junctions, and they are started recombining with the holes and electrons in a opposite type material, opposite side of the material, and then they form depositing here as a immobile ions. Okay, because of that, here depletion region got created. It creates a wall of depletion region, and it has a polarity because of immobile charged ions got deposited here, and that is a barrier potential. Okay, barrier potential is created at the junction. Okay, this is unbiased. Unbiased in the sense there is no voltage, external voltage is applied. It is just PN junction diode. There is no battery applied or the power supply applied to this. If you apply the battery or the power supply, then that is called biasing. Okay, you can see here unbiased diode means there is no external voltage is applied here. Only depletion region with the unbiased condition, it has the some barrier potential. Now when I apply the plus and minus, plus to the p side, positive polarity, here you can see this is a battery, this is applied such that it is a p side, this is a n side, and positive terminal of the battery is connected to p side and n side negative terminal is connected. This is called forward bias condition. Okay, you can see here symbolically this is a p here and this is a n, and here is a positive terminal. Here if you see this is a negative terminal is connected to n side, and current limiting resistor is used here. Okay, and when it is forward bias, it acts as a short circuit. It is on state, low resistance is provided by the diode. Okay, and it acts as a conductor, and this acts as a switch. You can see short circuit, it is shown as a short circuit, equivalent short circuit. Therefore it acts as a switch on state, therefore current starts flowing here, current starts flowing here. Now if you see here, there is a electrons here, here is a holes, majority charge carriers. This positive terminal will start repelling the p side holes, and they start moving this side, they start moving this side means n side, and electrons are repelled by negative terminal because same charged particles will be repelled. Here negative terminal n side, here electrons are negative particle, negative charge, therefore they will be repelled by this negative terminal, and it starts moving towards the p side. Electron starts moving in the p side. When they enter into the p side, some of them will recombine with the holes. These holes will recombine with the electrons, and after that also if you go on increasing the voltage, these electrons are attracted by this positive terminal battery. Okay, and then electron starts moving in this direction. Okay, electrons are moving in this direction. Okay, this is the electron flow direction, and current will be what is the current direction? Current direction is exactly opposite of the electron flow. Conventional current flow will be always, it is opposite to electron flow, it is considered. Okay, electrons are flowing this side, therefore current is flowing exactly opposite to that. Okay, it starts flowing in the reverse direction. Therefore I can say that current is flowing in the external circuit from positive terminal to negative terminal, positive terminal to negative terminal. Since electrons are moving from the this n to p to positive terminal, and here it is exactly opposite of the current direction. Okay, did you get the still here forward bias condition? Did you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us move to the next. Reverse bias. Reverse bias is the opposite to the forward bias, means you are connecting positive terminal to n side. Here positive terminal is connected to n side of the semiconductor, and p side negative terminal. Diode p side negative terminal is connected. Okay, therefore it is called reverse bias condition. In the reverse bias condition, it acts as an open switch. Because it is a reverse bias, it is off state. Okay, you can see in the circuit also, this is a p side, this is a n side. This line is considered as a n side, and this side is considered as a p side, and this positive is terminal is connected to n side, and this negative terminal is connected to p side. Therefore it is a reverse bias if you see in the circuit, diode circuit. Okay, therefore this diode acts as an open switch. This diode acts as a open switch. Okay, you can see here diode acts as an open switch. Therefore high resistance will be there, and there will not be flow of current here. Okay, it acts as an open switch. Now if you see in this diagram here how it will happen, here if you see this depletion region width is increasing. If you observe, depletion region width is increasing. Why it is happening like this? Because positive terminal you are connected to n type side. Okay, and n side has the electrons majority charge carrier. They start attracted towards the positive terminal. They start attracted towards the positive terminal, and holes are attracted towards the negative terminal of the battery. As I increase the current, as I increase the voltage, this attraction will be more and more, and therefore depletion region width will increase. Depletion region width will start increasing, and there is a strong wall is created, or the wide depletion region is created such that majority charge carriers will not flow. Okay, there will not be flow of majority charge carriers. What are the majority charge carriers? Electrons in the n type and holes in the p type material. Those will not flow, and majority charge carriers will not flow means there is no current flow, but there will be small leakage current, they say. What is the leakage current? It is because of minority charge carriers. Minority charge carriers in the n side are holes. Okay, exactly opposite of electrons are holes present, minority charge carriers in the n side, and in the p side electrons are present. You can see electrons are present in the p side. They start attracted towards this positive. Electrons are minority charge carriers in the p side are electrons. Those are attracted by this positive terminal, and this holes in the n side are attracted towards the negative terminal, and they will move in that opposite direction, and that is a minority charge carrier current flow, and that minority charge current flow is called leakage current. Very small current in the microsecond, you can say, very small current starts flowing. Okay, and if you go on increasing this reverse voltage, at some point there will be breakdown. There will be breakdown, and junction will break and diode will spoil, or you can say diode will damage. Okay, if you go on increasing the reverse direction only, this voltage, this junction depletion region will go on increasing, and at one point it will break the junction. It will break the junction. That is a breakdown of the diode occurs. Sometimes that is called reverse breakdown. Okay, and at that time leakage current suddenly rise because of break of the junction. This got break, and reverse leakage current will increase. That is called saturation reverse current, leakage current, and that time that will damage the diode. Okay, now this, whatever we have seen forward bias and reverse bias condition, we'll see now in the graph. Okay, if you plot the graph of forward voltage and the forward current, and the reverse voltage and the reverse current, that is called VI characteristic. You can say VI characteristic. Okay, VI characteristic is nothing but what? It is a V and I. V means voltage, I means current, and it is a PN junction voltage and current, or the diode voltage and current. Okay, there are, you have seen the two types of circuit in the diode biasing: forward biasing and the reverse biasing. According to that, it is a forward characteristic and the reverse characteristic. You can see forward characteristic will be because of forward voltage and the forward current. You can see forward bias here because of here it is p side, it is a n side. P is connected to positive terminal of the battery, and this n side is connected to negative terminal of the battery. Okay, and it is on, and if you see here, voltage is considered positive direction because current is flowing from positive to negative terminal. Here it is a on state, therefore V is positive, V is positive, and I is also positive. Current flowing through the diode, V and I both are positive. If V and I both are positive, if you know the graph, when you are putting the graph, okay, if V and I are positive, you know this graph. Okay, and if this is a voltage axis and this is a current axis, you can say X and Y. This is the X axis is I current, and V is a Y axis, and both are positive. Where it will be? It will be in the first quadrant. You can put the forward bias characteristic in the first quadrant because both are positive. V is positive, I is positive. That is what X and Y axis both are positive values. Current is also positive value, and the voltage is also positive as well. If you plot the graph of V and I, that will be in the first quadrant. Therefore, whatever we have shown this is in the first quadrant. This is in the first quadrant. Okay, you can see both the values are positive. Forward voltage here, sorry, they have shown V here. This is a V and this is I. Y axis is I and then X axis is V. Okay. Now, therefore, if you go on increasing the voltage, this forward voltage, this V, if you go on increasing, uh, current will increase very slowly because there is it has not reached the, you can say, cut-in voltage or the threshold voltage. What is the threshold voltage or the cut-in voltage? The voltage at which diode gets forward biased, it gets on. You can say minimum voltage is required to on the diode. That voltage is, you can say, silicon, it is 0.7 volt, 0.7 volt, and germanium it is 0.3 volt, 0.3 volt. Okay, if diode is silicon diode, then it will be 0.7 volt is required, and if it is germanium diode, material is a germanium diode, then it is a 0.3 volt. Now here it is a silicon diode they have shown. You can see here at 0.7 volt, at 0.7 volt, it is a cut-in voltage. Diode gets on. When diode gets on, current starts rising exponentially. It starts increasing with a small change in the voltage. You can see within 0.7 to 0.9 volt, only within a 0.2 volt difference, it is increasing rapidly from 20, 40, 60, 80 to 100 milliampere. You can see till 100 milliampere it has increased from the 20 milliampere within a 0.2 volt increase in the forward voltage. Okay, this is a forward bias characteristic. Okay, if you want to show the forward bias characteristic, it will be like it starts slowly increasing the current. At one point it is an exponential increase. Okay, where your diode gets on, the diode is getting on at 0.7 volt for silicon, and if it is a 0.3 volt, this will be before this only it will get on. This is in case of germanium diode. This is in case of germanium diode. Here it will be, you can say, 0.3 volt. Okay, it is a 0.3 volt, it will be on. Okay, this is a forward bias character, and this is in the first quadrant. This is in the first quadrant, and this is V and this is I. You can write here as a VF and IF also. VF is what? Forward voltage, we can say. IF is forward current. Forward current. Did you understand this? Forward characteristic of the diode.
Yes, sir.
Now let us move to the reverse characteristic. Reverse characteristic of the PN junction, VI characteristic. That will be reverse bias. Okay. Usually in the electrical circuit, if you take positive direction of the current from plus to minus. Okay. Now here reverse bias condition, we have connected diode reverse to the positive and negative terminal of the battery. That is, N is connected to positive terminal of the battery and P is connected to negative terminal of the battery. Okay. Therefore, it is exactly we have reversed the condition of the voltage and current. Therefore, V and I are flowing opposite direction compared to the forward bias case. Okay, therefore it is taken negative. It is negative. Therefore, VR is a reverse voltage, IR is a reverse current. Both are in opposite direction flowing compared to the forward bias case. Therefore, both are considered negative. If both the V and I are negative, means it is a which quadrant? Third quadrant. You can say it is a third quadrant. Okay, that is what, when you take this one here, it will be your, it is a you can say VR here, VR, and this is a IR. Okay, reverse voltage and reverse current. Okay, and here you will get the current. Okay, it will start decreasing slowly as you go on increasing the voltage, and at some point where breakdown occurs and large reverse voltage you apply, breakdown occurs, and suddenly current will increase in a reverse direction, and this is a breakdown voltage. This is called breakdown voltage, VBR. Okay, breakdown voltage, where diode gets breakdown, junction get breakdown, and then current will suddenly increase in the reverse direction. Okay, this is a reverse bias condition. You can see from 0 to till reverse breakdown voltage, current is slowly increasing in the reverse direction. Okay, this is a leakage current, but after breakdown there is a reverse breakdown region they call. This region is called reverse breakdown region. Okay, reverse breakdown region, and here current drops suddenly. It will be you can say increases in a reverse direction. You can see nano ampere to microampere and milliampere, means it is increasing in the reverse direction. Okay, in that case you can say. Okay, this is a reverse bias or the reverse characteristic, reverse VI characteristic. If I want to put single VI characteristic using forward as well as reverse bias both, in that case you have to show the I. Okay, and V here, this is VF, IF, both I am showing in the single diagram or the VI characteristic. Only VI characteristic, when they ask, you have to explain first forward characteristic, reverse characteristic, these two diagrams, both the diagrams, circuit and the waveform, and then combine in a single waveform. Okay, in that case this will be IR, this will be VR, you can say, and then you can see the forward bias characteristic. It will slowly increase till cut-in voltage. Once cut-in voltage is reached, diode is on and current is increasing exponentially. And in the reverse bias condition also, it decreases slowly. Current will decrease slowly with increase in the voltage, and at breakdown voltage, breakdown of the PN junction diode, it occurs and the current increases in the reverse direction suddenly, and it breaks the diode junction of the diode. Okay, this is a total VI characteristic. This is a total VI characteristic considering both forward bias and the reverse bias condition. That is what our next slide we can see that. Okay, let us move to the next slide. We can see that. Okay, this is a VI characteristics of, you can say, silicon. Silicon means what? Only change is silicon, it is a 0.7 volt. Here it will be 0.7 volt. If you show, this is a silicon diode characteristic, and if you show with a 0.3 volt, this will be germanium VI character. That's it. In the exam sometime they will put explain the VI characteristics of silicon diode. In that case you need to show it as a 0.7 here, this cut-in voltage, or you can say threshold voltage. Okay, if they say germanium, you need to show it as a 0.3 volt. That's it. Okay, remaining all will be same. Explanation, everything will be same. This is a breakdown voltage, you can see, and this is a reverse breakdown region, and this is a forward bias region. Okay, and current is increasing exponentially here after the on state or the threshold voltage. Till that it is very slowly increasing current. Here also current in reverse direction, or you can say leakage current, is very slowly increasing here. Okay, in the reverse direction, as voltage crosses the limit of the breakdown voltage, then junction breaks and the current very rapidly increasing in the reverse direction. Okay, this is the VI characteristic of the diode. Till here you got, everyone? I hope everyone understood till here. Okay, next is a diode resistance. Okay, there are two types of resistances in the diode: static resistance, or you can say DC resistance. One more is a dynamic resistance or AC forward resistance. Okay, static or DC resistance in case of forward bias, this you know forward characteristic of the diode. If you take one point on this forward bias characters of the diode. What is the resistance actually? Resistance is Ohm's law. Resistance is V by I. Resistance is V by I. If I take one point on the forward bias, then it has a V and I, and that time VD, or you can say DC voltage and the DC current at that moment, okay, or the static voltage or the static current at that point. If you take ratio of that is a VD by ID, okay, that is nothing but a static resistance, or you can say DC resistance. Okay, single point if I take on the forward characteristic of the diode, corresponding VD or voltage and the current at that point, sometimes Q is called operating point. Okay, that point, if you take V by I ratio, that is nothing but a V by I is nothing but resistance. That resistance is called static resistance or the DC resistance. Now what is the AC forward resistance? Okay, AC is what? Change in the voltage and the change in the current. Okay, therefore if I am taking here, I will take change in the voltage from this point to this point. If I take this point as a, okay, and this point as a B on the forward bias characteristic, okay, forward characteristics of the diode, in that case corresponding to these two points, okay, what is a change in voltage? This is a change in voltage. This is a change in voltage. With this change in voltage, what is a change in current? This is a change in current. Okay, now if I take delta, difference of that, these 2 points difference, this has some voltage, this has some voltage. If I take difference, that will be change in voltage. Therefore delta VD is a change in voltage and delta ID is a change in current with respect to that. Okay, therefore change in voltage to the change in current, if I take the ratio, that will be my dynamic resistance or the AC forward resistance, I can say. Understood? We are taking the change in voltage and the change in current. Ratio of change in voltage to the change in current will give the dynamic resistance or AC forward resistance. Did you understand this? These two resistances, static resistance or the DC resistance, and dynamic resistance, or you can say AC forward resistance. Okay. Okay. Let us complete this diode approximation and then we'll stop. Okay. Diode approximation. Till that you can put the attendance in the group. Okay, WhatsApp chat, sorry, here, not WhatsApp chat, here, Zoom chat only. You can put the attendance till that. Okay, one by one, don't put in a hurry. Okay, otherwise you'll get disconnected from the meeting. Okay, slowly you put. Till that I will take this diode approximation. Diode approximations, or what is a diode, what are the diode approximations? Diode is modeled, or you can say it is approximated to 3 different models. Okay, what are the 3 models, or the how it is approximated? One is ideal diode model, approximate model, and the linear piecewise model. Okay, ideal diode model is if I consider diode as ideal. Okay, in that case, you have seen that cut-in voltage or the threshold voltage, some minimum voltage is required to get diode on. Diode, if you manufacture, it could be of silicon or the germanium diode. Okay, if you are using silicon diode, you know that 0.3 volt is minimum required to on it. Okay, minimum 0.3 is required. After that it starts getting on. Okay, and if silicon is there, 0.7 volt is required. Okay, but ideal case, if I take switch is what? Ideal switch, if I the moment I on, it will be circuit is on and current will start flowing. If I off the switch, it will be off. Okay, similarly, like that, if I consider that cut-in voltage or the threshold voltage as a 0, okay, in the ideal case, diode will be on or conducting at 0 voltage. Okay, in that case, and if it is less than 0, it will be off. If it is less than 0, it will be off in the reverse bias condition. Okay, the moment Vf forward voltage is more than 0, it is a forward bias condition, and if Vf is less than 0 or the negative voltage, it will be off. Okay, this is a forward bias and reverse bias condition in an ideal diode case. If I show the ideal diode forward bias and reverse bias, now characteristic will be what? Vi characteristic exactly at 0. The moment diode voltage, forward voltage becomes 0 or more than 0, exactly at 0 it get on, therefore current is increasing at a 0 voltage only. Okay, it is a conducting diode, it is shown with a conducting diode or the forward characteristic. And the reverse bias condition, what? Whatever after 0 you are applying the voltage, current is 0 only, because it is open circuit. It is open circuit, you can see here, it is shown here. Okay, current is 0 in that case. The moment Vf becomes less than 0 or negative, If is 0 or current is 0, that is shown with this line, and that is a reverse bias diode. Okay, this is the ideal diode characteristic. Okay, this is the ideal diode characteristic at 0. Vf is greater than 0 or equal to 0, it is forward bias, and less than 0, it is a reverse bias. Off state and the on state they have shown here, short circuit and open circuit. Now let us move to the now approximate model. Approximate model means they will consider it is a not ideal diode. It is not ideal diode, it is a practical diode. Means it requires some voltage to on the diode. Okay, in that case, now if it is approximated, then it is approximated with a two lines where now here only threshold voltage is considered, or if Vf voltage is considered. If Vf is 0.7 volt in silicon diode, it will be on and it is increasing rapidly, or you can say here if it is a 0.3 volt, if threshold voltage is a 0.3 volt in germanium diode case, this current is increasing. It is only forward bias case little bit they have approximated. Okay, it is not exactly approximated. Okay, it is not increasing gradually, it is increasing suddenly. Okay, and now if you see reverse bias case, less than 0.7 volt, current is 0 only. They have not shown the reverse or the leakage current here. They have shown directly 0, current is 0 in reverse bias condition. Now linear piecewise model, this is a third one, linear piecewise model. Linear piecewise model means linear in the sense lines, two pieces of lines, two pieces of straight lines are used, two pieces of straight lines are used to approximate this characteristic. Therefore, they call linear piecewise model. Linear piecewise model. In this case, two straight lines they are used. Line little bit of slope. Okay, having the slope, gradual increase in the current with increase in voltage after the cut-in voltage or the threshold voltage. Okay, this is a forward characteristic of the diode, and reverse characteristic, and they have shown before Vf or the threshold voltage, current is 0 only. This is a linear piecewise model. Okay, like this three approximations we have studied. Okay, one is you can say ideal diode model, approximate diode model. It is little bit practical models they have considered here at 0.7 volt and 0.3 volt it is getting on. And linear piecewise model, little bit slope they have provided for the forward bias, means gradually increasing they have shown. These are the three models they have shown. Sometime in the exam they will ask, explain the diode approximation, or explain the three different models of the diode approximation. Okay, like this question may come. Okay, I hope everyone has understood till here. Okay, thank you everyone. I hope everyone has given the attendance in the chat box. Okay.